King Von goons pull up on 6ix9ine in public. Here's what happened. Rising up as one of Chicago's newest heavyweights, King Von has made a name for himself among his legendary peers in no time. But with outsider 6ix9ine pulling up to O Block and showing some crazy amounts of disrespect, Von and his crew responded to the Gooba rapper in a shocking way. Before we jump into this video, be sure to comment keyword grandson for a chance at winning our giveaway and subscribe for more videos. The beef between 6ix9ine and King Von hasn't been around for very long, but it looks like 6ix9ine has been trying to stir the pot with Lil Durk's OTF crew for a while. Von, a respectable member of OTF, has always been one to speak his mind without fear of repercussions, mostly because he keeps a level head. OTF's first real confrontation with Tekashi 6ix9ine was when the rapper was strolling through Chicago back in August, fresh from prison and documenting his antics on IG Live as usual. When Lil Durk caught word of 6ix9ine in his city, he simply commented on the livestream saying, "F the feds in Chicago, everybody go inside." It seemed pretty insignificant at the time, but being the troll that he is, 6ix9ine saw Lil Durk's comments and wanted to take things to the next level. Tekashi is already well aware that he's unwelcome in the Windy City thanks to his standing beefs with natives Lil Durk, Lil Reese, and heavyweight Chief Keef. But that didn't stop him from pulling an even bigger stunt. On August 28th, Tekashi 6ix9ine posted a video clip of himself holding flowers and kneeling in front of a metal fence in the notorious O Block area of Chicago where Durk's cousin, Newski, aka Nunu, was shot and killed. Tekashi is known as the world's biggest troll, and now that people know he's a rat, not too many people are willing to actually go after him. And knowing that, 6ix9ine has been using all his fake leverage to get away with exceedingly dangerous stunts, and it may come back to bite him harder than he thinks. When King Von caught word of Tekashi's moves, he was obviously angry, but he was still able to keep a level head about the whole situation. King Von and Lil Durk are really close as the two actually grew up together in the same housing project. As children, the two of them, along with Chief Keef, aspired to be great stars and relieve their family of their poverty-stricken lives. Chief Keef and Lil Durk found success first, but the latter didn't forget about his friend Von. When King Von finally decided to take music seriously, Lil Durk was the first to believe in him and signed him to his label, Only the Family. In a lot of ways, Von owes his career to Lil Durk and sees him as an older brother. So when 6ix9ine began to disrespect Durk's own flesh and blood, Von couldn't just sit back in silence and do nothing. Shortly after seeing 6ix9ine's antics via IG Live, King Von jumped on his Instagram story to share his thoughts on Tekashi. He was pretty cool about the situation, but those who know Von understand how upset he really was. That with 6ix9ine ain't cool, Von told his followers. They got this man running around and it's funny and yeah, I know it's fun in games. I know it's just the internet, he said, but show some respect. Let's not talk about that's hurting people in real life. Most people believe Tekashi is only trolling artists because it's the only way he knows how to promote his music. And since being released from prison, his music has seen a bit of a downturn following the initial explosion he received. In any case, the Chicago rappers are really not having it with 6ix9ine. It's only a matter of time before someone really decides to go after him and shut him up for good. Tekashi 6ix9ine's return was somewhat anticipated by the music industry. A rat telling information to the police usually isn't allowed to live in modern society, much less come back to his job as a world-famous artist. However, now that the sideshow circus that was his trial has finally died down, it seems like most people just aren't interested in 6ix9ine and what he has to say anymore. According to rapper Lil TJ, 6ix9ine's camp tried to pay him $3 million as incentive to keep beefing with the Kiki rapper. Though the claims have yet to be confirmed, other rappers have reported the same thing from the rapper in the past, and recently, Lil Durk even claimed the same. Tekashi 6ix9ine and Lil Durk had competing album release dates, so it made sense that the rainbow-haired rapper tried to incite a fight. In theory, beef would only stand to promote both of their albums better. However, Lil Durk didn't seem to want any part of that plan. From the moment that 6ix9ine began his trolling campaign against Durk, the Chicago native barely responded. In kind, OTF also kept relatively quiet. 6ix9ine has been trolling the internet for some time now, and after seeing the kind of trouble people have gotten in before, everyone is pretty much too smart to go against him on a social media war now. At this point, people have 6ix9ine figured out, and he no longer has any trolling power on anyone smart enough to avoid him. Try as he might, 6ix9ine has been wanting to get under the skin of King Von and his OTF running mates, but it seems like no matter how much he runs his mouth, no one is really listening to that much anymore. Soon enough, 6 9 will just be a memory as rappers like Von continue to put out true hip-hop music. Thanks for watching Lime Report. Don't forget to comment keyword grandson for a chance at winning our giveaway, and subscribe for more videos.